having like a dark highway. You're the only one on the fucking highway. You know, you're just listening to the radio as you're going down the highway.
On the side of the highway, campfire by your car, just listening to the radio.
Or in the back of a pickup truck. That too. I was thinking more like you're on a really long road trip and you're just like the only one on a fucking just highway for miles and miles.
So how would you spawn into it?
Well, so I've seen another highway world where you just kind of spawn next to the car, or you can get into the car and just sit down or whatever.
It's like the whole desert bus.
Yeah.
Thing.
What I could do is I could rip just like a cell from Long Drive. You know the game Jeremy played?
Good, yeah.
Yeah, just rip a generated cell from Long Drive. Dude, 5 hours of him just talking to you in the car.
You look different.
Bouncy house and shit.
Yo, Jake. You should go into your legacy avatars, like all the way down to the bottom of your avatar list, and then take one of the public, like old school robots that aren't like Y-bots, and just do that.
Oh yeah,
like
I was actually
like
gonna question why you and the old robots.
I mean, these are all our
I
custom
used to
ones.
actually be one of these.
Yeah, dude. These are all our custom ones, dude. Fuck it. Everyone has the Y-bots and the Kyle bots and all that shit, but no one has like these ones, and they look cool as fuck.
I'm like the only one with the Kyle bots. Like, let's be honest.
I've seen a Kyle bot.
You hungry too?
Yeah, got some meatloaf.
Yo, hold on. Fun story about meatloaf. The fucking music teacher at my high school used to be in Meatloaf's band, and he really hates Meatloaf now. It's pretty funny.
Is that a Kanono friend? Bruce, it's a Kanono friend. Another one.
Much more sensitive than Panthers, and
it's so rare.
Yeah,
I've never seen them come out of their
I just saw one yesterday.
They're more frequent now. I've been working too much. There must be a shift in the politics of VRChat.
That to ponder the ideas about extraterrestrial life. Can you share that?
Bruce,
I haven't
did
been
you
around
make
long
the
enough to
meatloaf?
see people.
My mom did.
You.
I asked them whether
Hold on.
spaceship landed on
Because now one person's eating. Now I need to be a fat ass. There's a slice of pizza in my fridge. I'm gonna go put it in the toaster oven.
is it snack hour now?
Under one condition,
I got you. Hold on.
I still have pretzels.
I got you. Hold on.
Very strange because
Okay, everyone's eating. Fuck you all.
I would go to.
I'm not eating
I can't eat certain shit because of fucking wisdom teeth.
Oh Jesus, that's painful. Seems like you're not the
I was
only
gonna
one.
say I have wisdom. Oh wait, you got your wisdom teeth pulled.
No, I got him out. Yes.
Fuck.
I would also
Get the bacon and cheese mashed potatoes.
Except
That's really
this.
good.
Oh, holy shit, that sounds good.
Yeah, get bacon, cheese, garlic, throw some fucking seasoning in there, like some Greek
West
seasoning.
West of the Rockies.
Fuck,
Howard
man,
in
shut up.
Vancouver. Hi, Howard.
You're making me
I don't-
hungry at
I-
fucking
I
4 in
haven't
the
had my
morning.
fucking. I haven't had my wisdom teeth pulled yet, but I already have plans, man. I got plans.
Okay, I'm gonna let you know. Do you know, are they impacted or are they like what are they?
I've had them for like fucking as long as I've been alive. Like I don't think they're impacted. They've X-rayed them recently, and they're like, "Yo, how do you still have these?" And I'm like, "Are you in pain?" No. No, I'm not in pain.
So
Okay, I think.
the procedure's not too bad. If they put you
No,
they
they
put you to
just
sleep,
give
it's
numbing
not bad
stuff.
at all.
After the solar radiation.
They put me to sleep.
I'm just,
Dude, I had a
fucking
root canal, and I didn't even feel the root
some of
canal.
our spacecraft. I'm just wondering what you might think about that.
My mouth
They
sounds
dumped me the right way. They
amazing.
somehow gave me a root canal without any pain.
There we go.
Yeah, was it the stuff that they give you when you get root canals? They're fucking fantastic.
Yeah, whatever they gave me, like I've never not been able to just feel nothing in my.
They're literally just taking a nerve out of your fucking teeth. Like taking like a nerve out of your fucking like gums and you don't feel anything. It's great. Well, it's not great, just you don't feel anything.
I'll have to get a fucking root canal.
is a purpose to this.
Yeah,
Root canals aren't as bad as you might think. That's the thing.
Yeah, they're not even terrible.
Hi, Jay. You're on Coast to Coast AM.
Hey, good morning, George. Thank you so much for having me on. I'm a law enforcement officer. You guys keep me company for many, many nights. So
Excellent. Excellent.
Doctor, I wondered, I have a personal question. I had an uncle, Thomas, who worked at the Gordon McKay Physics Lab at Harvard University. I wonder if you might know.
The fuck is this?
No.
No? Okay.
It's Owl Boy's piece of shit on the ground.
No, boy still doesn't know how to make a map, even after fucking optimizing, or quote-unquote optimizing this map for like 4 years.
Yeah, so as soon as it was discovered, then a couple of weeks later, I spoke with...
Isn't he unironically autistic or something?
Yuri Milner, an entrepreneur in Silicon Valley.
I've seen Owlboy in this map quite a few times, and he thinks he's like the best map creator in this fucking game. He thinks he's the shit.
Search for civilizations that transmit radio signals, and so we agreed that it would be
I'm a
useful to
Komodo
use the
friend now.
telescopes to which his project Breakthrough Listen has access to, and just look at Oumuamua if there is any radio signal, and the answer was nothing was detected at the level of a cell phone. So, but we obviously we looked.
Dude, I actually really fucking love it when they get like actual doctors and PhD people on the radio and they talk with people.
A transmission, it would have been directed in a completely different direction, not towards Earth, and also it could be sporadic, not all the time.
You get the really
we
intelligent
didn't look at the right
conversations.
time, and who knows? But we didn't.
Where's my
detect anything.
chopsticks? I don't
We
want to
gave
get my
it a
fucking
try
controllers dirty.
just for fun. We didn't do any.
Where you sometimes get the one-sided intelligent
Thanks for the call,
conversations.
Jay. Back to the wild card line. Mark in Buffalo. Hi, Mark.
Oh, fuck. Hi, Mark.
Hi, George, you're my favorite. I'll be quick. Professor,
Aw.
how many astronomical units away is it? What is the absolute and apparent magnitude? What is the velocity? What is the constellation it's heading toward? And the last question is, can we catch it with a probe or spacecraft? I'll take my answers off the
Wait,
air.
what are we
Thank
talking
you.
about? Are we talking about Oumuamua?
Excellent question. Yes.
Think
but
so.
Instead of me just mentioning all these details quickly,
Yeah, the way
I
they're talking,
recommend
it sounds like
have
they're
a look
talking
at my
about
book that
Oumuamua.
is coming out in a week. It's called Extraterrestrials, where I detail all these details about the object. It was moving at a fraction of an astronomical unit from us when it came by, and it's now going in a different direction than obviously it came
Yo,
into
what
the
it do?
source from. And I show a sketch
I
of the
do.
direction so you can look at it, and also mention how bright it was, and you can find those also on Wikipedia.
Yeah, are they
and,
talking? I heard them say
under
something.
Oumuamua.
But are they trying to
But,
talk about how Oumuamua is a fucking extraterrestrial
what we
piece of
focus on
technology?
No, I'm
not
just
so much
guessing it's Oumuamua, but they're actually
properties
asking
that
about
are
like
shared
mathematical
by any
equations for
astronomical
tracking
object
objects outside of our solar
of a
system.
similar size, like a comet
I think
or
that's what they're
an
talking
That's
about.
that's
focus
weird.
our attention on
Because I
why
know there's a theory about that. Because Oumuamua's
seen before. Why do
speed was
Yeah,
fucking
the speed and the
weird
shape
when
of
it.
it was weird.
Yeah, well, the shape was weird, but it was kind of understood. Like they weren't expecting something exactly like it, but they were theorizing that these
It was
like
spiraling. It was weird.
non-dense objects outside the solar system could exist.
or the path that it went through, but all the other things that I mentioned before.
Dude.
In the book, Extraterrestrial, the first sign of life
Fucking
beyond Earth, that,
this listening to this
chances are we're never going to be able to
makes me
confirm whether
miss
it
like
is or
taking just
isn't a
really long
spacecraft,
drives with
but,
my
because
dad.
We're not going to be able to catch it. The best we can hope
Homie
for
never
is
even
maybe
had
some
like his
ready
own
reaction
fucking
from
car. He just kept using his work van. Just fucking all his tools in the back.
Faster than any rocket that we currently have, and we couldn't catch with it.
I really liked
from us.
I like
By
taking
now it's a
long
million
rides
times
for my
fainter.
work, and I'd always play
Absolutely.
with stuff like this during night shift.
It
Most of the
reflects
time I was
sunlight.
driving.
As you move away from the sun, the amount of sunlight reflected gets down inversely with distance to the fourth power.
Well, it's a vibe.
Can't really see it.
There's
So,
fucking conspiracy radio.
So we should give a chance to the next object around to be found, and once we find that, we can probably learn much more about it. I think it's very unlikely that this object is the only one around, because we just looked at the sky.
Why don't you
found
look like
stars
me?
For a few years, and we're sensitive to an object of this type within
Let me ask you a question.
distance, the separation of the Earth and the Sun, and we found this one. So there should be, I would think that there should be one such object.
Why don't you look like this?
Here, for every.
Why not?
I said, why not?
Dude,
You
there's
look like
actually
that?
something really cool that's
So
real.
there are plenty of
There's
in the solar system.
something called a
we just need to
quantum
search
glass
more.
battery.
We shouldn't agonize on
And
one
I have to
one.
do a lot of research about it because it sounds so fucking wild.
You mentioned the name of Yuri Milner, this
I think you have a
Russian
choice.
guy who became a
But
Silicon
I'll
Valley
judge
tycoon.
you
Are you into-
very
Interested
harshly
in
if you
these
pick the
topics
wrong
and willing to
choice.
spend some money to
Are you into
check
chubby
it out.
women? Are you a chubby chaser?
Were introduced to him and found yourself on stage with Freeman Dyson and Stephen Hawking to announce a project. Can you tell us where that
Yo,
project
do you like
stands?
quadruple bypasses?
Yeah, so this is a project.
Do you?
The nearest star, Proxima Centauri, within our lifetime. It takes light,
That's a surgery, not a study.
Traverse the
Are you
distance of the
retarded?
star, but, so if we want
It's a surgery.
let's say 20 years, you need to build.
He's
a
not the one trying to drink an imaginary bottle.
light, and the question is how to do that. And starshots
Oh, so you're a VR alcoholic. That's kind
I
of
see.
pathetic.
For the time being, I just changed it to a parent constraint. It should be.
VR alcoholic trying to sound like a genius.
It should be right in front of
It's
you.
kind of funny, I think.
Yeah, no, it works just fine.
One can reach
I don't know, man.
Well, I just don't like it on a parent constraint because it's too wiggly.
It's okay, Coma. You have work tomorrow. You'll be
I
fine.
mean,
the spacecraft
good luck finding,
The
Should
world
we
will go
tell
back
him?
to
figuring
normal.
out
You
spring
can go back
drinks
to
if you want.
Yeah, you should tell him.
He's listening to the fucking radio.
It's not a real person.
They're what?
Seven, have your bot clone this.
The laser
What the
No.
fuck?
It's not that.
and also for
That's not an actual
That's not a real
person.
person.
No, clone it. Have it clone it.
I need
Oh,
my
is it
bot.
Listen to radio.
My challenge
Yeah.
would be the communication
curse.
between the state when it gets close to the target.
I need my
I mean,
bot
this
to
has
be
a-
as
Can you
Light
stop
has a
chewing?
speed.
Thank, please, it is so loud.
Dude, I'm friends with
sorry.
an inanimate object.
I literally
That's fucking
know.
nuts.
Wow, can't believe it.
16 in New York City, which Stephen Hawking.
Sometimes I can't help it.
On
The microphone's
same
just
trip, he
right
also
here,
visited my home and
under the headset.
for
Just
Passover
click the button here and then
dinner.
There's like
He was
3
very
options.
kind by this.
Man,
Too lazy for
woman,
that.
or inanimate
He
object.
visited
There's
also
no other options.
helped us inaugurate
You shut up, I want to listen to the radio.
That I'm the director of at Harvard. So that
Well,
was the
you're
second
talking like a
person.
friend as an inanimate object.
This is a center.
'Cause they
that
are.
studies black
But they're not
holes,
your
and
friend.
The only center in the world that focuses on black holes and brings together.
Tiny.
Yeah, it's like an autistic child, like
Mathematicians,
spurging over
astronomers,
a Pokemon.
philosophers.
Would you consider
my
like a
best
pet
friend.
rock?
Is a very trendy.
Would you consider a pet rock a friend?
There were 2 Nobel Prizes awarded.
Is this because you didn't have like any friends growing up in high school?
Black holes.
You make.
You sound like you didn't have any friends growing up.
You make the point in your book that anomalies, the importance of anomalies, and how I interpreted what you were saying is that there's
Interesting.
things that are classified as anomalies.
When was the last time you cleaned
One
your bathroom?
scientist looks at the same data a different way and realizes the importance
That's a
of
good
it. But
question.
anomalies can be
Because you
a real,
can't think of the answer.
Kickstarter
And that's
for
fucking
making important
disgusting.
Discoveries. You can make a big jump in our understanding of the universe.
That's right. Anomalies are the key
You're
to
gross.
revising our understanding. When we see something that doesn't
Mhm.
quite match what we expected, that's exactly what advances our
Little man child?
and the way I view science.
Is that how you talk to fucking men who've served our country?
The way I view science is the learning.
Fuck you, Juice.
Sorry.
And anomalies are the tools that help us figure out that what we thought before is not correct.
You're mumbling now.
Reality is different.
Speak up.
Because it doesn't quite match what we expected. And I think Oumuamua
No,
is
you're
one
mumbling.
example.
Speak up.
And even if it's of natural origin and not artificial, it's something that we have never seen before. And we will learn in the
What do you
process.
mean?
So we should
We're just asking you to speak up. We're asking you to speak
Dr. Lone,
up.
thank you so much for getting up early to be with us. I encourage people to check out your books coming out in a couple of days. Extraterrestrial, The First Sign of Life Beyond Earth. It's a terrific read. I can't thank you enough.
Fuck you.
I'm just because Sam always has a weird ass mouth.
Leslie Kane and Ricky Stern.
Weird ass. That's a servitor. That's not weird.
Interesting.
Donna Walker,
I don't know what that
Webmaster
is.
Lex Lonehood, Dan
It's a
Collier, Chris
normal
Boros.
model.
I'm George
Bruce, you know
Nassau.
how many
Next
fucking
Sunday night,
autistic
and, I'm not
spurred
gonna give you
children
too
will
much
get
of a
really
hint, but
upset
you're
at
gonna
you
wanna
for not
check this
knowing
out.
that shit?
Good night, everyone.
All the 40k retards are like, from spam in here, like, dude, you don't
That's from
understand, let me tell you
40K?
about the Emperor. So he was a guy, he was really big and tall.
You don't talk about the corpse god like that.
Shut the fuck up, protects, faggot.
Protects me from what? A fucking hemorrhoid? Because he's sitting on the chair instead of me? Fuck off.
Yeah.
Talking about my emperor on the golden throne.
God, you're pathetic.
Jesus. Can we stop? I don't want to cringe anymore, please. No, that was the end of it. Now it's gonna be on repeat for the stuffiness. They always play over it because it's a 2 or 3 hour show. This is the outro for it. Because it's the intro.
The results are in. In Anchorage, GCI
So
mobile
just, like,
download
looks
speeds
perfect
are
or
twice
something?
as fast as AT&T with 75%
Oh,
fewer dropped
twice
calls,
as
according
fast?
to a September
My
2020
fucking ass.
third-party drive test. Switch to Alaska's most advanced
It's
network
a radio
today. Terms
show.
and conditions apply. See GCI.com for
Damn,
details.
I didn't know radio shows needed to make money.
While filling your freezer and saving big.
I believe every radio guy up here said if you want to make money, don't start a radio show.
Alaskan grown,
Yeah.
hormone-free, antibiotic-free,
But they still need to
grass-fed,
make money.
black Angus beef. Sides are $4.89 per pound, and Alaskan grown hogs whole for $3.29 per pound, or half.
So people listen to radio.
Prices include cutting and wrapping to your specifications.
Damn, I
Yeah.
guess people stopped driving.
Call for pricing. All sales are while supplies last. Call to reserve yours today. 907-357-9215. Select option 3.
Fucking banana.
This holiday season, what better gift to give than the gift of music? Sign your kid up for Muse Live online music lessons from Muse School of Music. Each week, your child will get a lively one-on-one lesson with an engaging Muse teacher dedicated to providing students of all ages with a fun, creative outlet. Or treat yourself and finally pick up the
What are
instrument
you
that's
talking?
going to
Fuck
learn
are
all
you?
your life. Next year, you'll be playing or singing your
Never
favorite
mind.
Christmas jams, not just humming along.
Walking at me
Learn
like
more
that.
and sign up for lessons at museschoolofmusic.com. That's Muse, M-U-S-E, schoolofmusic.com.
Fact. Filing your taxes with TaxAct can feel like a cash explosion. That's because TaxAct helps you get your maximum refund guaranteed. And TaxAct costs 30% less than the big guys, which means more bids. So if you want a cash explosion of your own, switch to TaxAct. File for less and get more. Start for free at TaxAct.com. 30% less claim based on comparison of TurboTax and H&R Block. Federal pricing for deluxe and premier consumer online products in December 4th, 2020. Restrictions apply. See TaxAct.com for complete
Hey,
details.
somebody write that down. I need to do
Hi,
my
friend.
taxes.
It's your home speaking, and I need some favors. Could you turn on some of the lights in the basement? I'm scared of the dark. Also, this one is easy.
What
Could you bundle your home and car insurance
the
with Geico?
Wait, what?
Oh, hey, baby.
This guy's a trusted Steam account. Were you friends?
like I
Oh, that
was.
makes sense.
Now that's a woman right there.
U.S. Defense
Holy shit, man,
man,
the amount of cake she can have.
From services involved in securing President-elect Joe Biden's inauguration, prompting the FBI to vet all 25,000 National Guard troops coming into Washington for the event. And Army Secretary Ryan McCarthy warned commanders to be on the lookout for any problems within their ranks as the inauguration approaches. So far,
Why
however,
are you
he
like
and other
this?
leaders say they have seen no evidence of any threats. Fox's Matt Finn has more as they gear up for Biden's inauguration this week.
the National Guard, state and local police are still here. From our observation, it seems like law enforcement outnumbered the protesters here in Lansing. The Capitol now quiet. There's a very large fence that surrounds.
Yo, this dude has a DeviantArt in his bio.
Perhaps limiting anyone from storming, but we did not see anything near that. No,
that is pathetic.
Oh my god.
They're fed up with government overreach and war. There could be violence and eventually a civil war if things continue as is, but they did not.
Okay, DeviantArt user.
And across the country, capital
VR alcoholic DeviantArt user pretending to drink a fake beer and doesn't remember the last time you cleaned your bathroom.
Monday, 2 days before she and President-elect
Is the happy mission man?
I'm the cunt. No, I don't think you're smart enough to do your laundry.
Fellow Democrat Alex Padilla, now California Secretary of State, to serve the final 2 years of Harris's term. Meanwhile, Vice President Mike Pence making one of his final stops as VP.
That's acting hard.
Sunday to express
Yo,
gratitude
personal
to the
responsibility in cleaning the place you live is hard.
On behalf of your commander-in-chief and everyone, thank you for your service.
And Second Lady Karen Pence telling the troops
You
they
pretty
need to
gross.
be there for their last
You just have a list for your responses, buddy.
of the United States. America is listening to Fox News.
VR alcoholic.
It's a lot easier to argue with people when I'm fucking
Yeah,
drunk.
that's it right there. That's the you gotta clone that avatar. Clone that one. Clone that one.
Which one?
Clone that one.
Clone
That one there? I bet.
Clone that avatar.
Fox News radio political analyst Josh Krausar, along with Washington, D.C. correspondent
Oh my
Rachel
god.
Live from the Capitol.
Oh no.
11 a.m. East, 8 West, with updates
It's so
throughout the day
cursed.
and evening. Listen at Fox
Hey,
News.
there we go.
And on the Fox News
See ya.
app.
Does it crash you?
America Trust.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't crash you. It just sends you through portals.
You're a portal. I remember you talking about that.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah, clone his avatar.
I think you should clone his avatar.
You should clone his avatar.
No.
Yo, the guy went from sitting in a chair, being a VR alcoholic, to running towards the mirror. That's pretty funny.
Download it now.
You're weird.
Russia's
Why would he
leading
need a
Kremlin
mirror if he
critic
just has
has
fucking his
returned to
camera
Russia,
pointed at him
but
this
he's
entire
already
fucking
been
time?
detained.
Oh, yeah,
Russian
that's true.
officials say Navalny violated the terms of a suspended sentence from a fraud trial back in 2014, thus giving them, they say, the jurisdiction to take him into custody. According to Navalny's spokesperson, he was immediately arrested upon
was like
arrival
the
in
10th time you've
Moscow
said that.
after his plane was diverted to
Yo,
a
how many
separate
times have you
airport.
said
He
this
wasn't given
person
any
that doesn't
explanation
exist is
and
your
wasn't
friend?
even able to speak with a lawyer. Now, Navalny says the fraud case back in 2014 was politically
No,
motivated.
I hear
Are
them
you
right
stupid?
now, but they're not a person.
Spending months in
They're not an
Germany
actual
recovering from being
person.
poisoned. According
Are you
to
talking about
reports,
this?
in August, a nerve agent was
You're
found
That's a
in
bot.
his underwear shortly before boarding
That's a
flight to
bot.
Moscow.
That's a bot.
The plane made an emergency landing, after which he spent
Yo,
months
you're calling
fighting for his
everyone
life.
stupid,
Fox's
but you don't
trading.
understand that a
Meanwhile,
bot
another
isn't a
25
person.
players have been forced into
DeviantArt
hard
user.
quarantine in Australia ahead of the
Anyhow,
season's
especially
first
for
test
conspiracy.
after a fifth positive
Been a
coronavirus
while,
test
though.
emerged
Can you
from the
leave?
charter flights,
Yeah,
bringing the total number of
conspiracy
players into
radio
lockdown to
or
72.
music.
Yeah, but there's
Positive
no one
test
behind
came
the
from a
bot.
passenger
During
who
the
was
day.
not a
What?
member of
No,
the team
no,
who
that
flight
won't
to
solve the
Melbourne.
issue.
All
Making you
passengers
leave
on
would solve
board,
the issue.
including the players, are deemed to be close
There's a good
contacts of the positive
podcast
case
out
and now
called
cannot leave their
Government
hotel
Yeah, but no one
rooms
controls
for
a bot
14
because
days.
no, a
Players
bot
who
isn't meant to be
flights with
controlled
no
by a
confirmed
person.
COVID-19
Receipts for,
cases
like,
are
crazy
allowed
shit
out of
that
their
go
Yeah,
hotel
and
rooms
make
to
it, not
practice for
use
up to
it.
5 hours.
Yeah, dude, you don't understand it. Jeff Keighley's my friend because he reported on Half-Life.
Nebraska head coach
Dude, Jeff Keighley's my
released a
friend.
statement Sunday announcing he had tested positive for COVID-19. Hoiberg's positive
Dude,
result
Gabe
now brings
Newell
the
is
number
my
of
friend
cases in
because
the
I played Half-Life 2.
extending the pause
their
in
talk on
basketball
consciousness,
activities
but
through
I
at
don't really
least
go
this
for
week.
to him
Hoiberg
anymore
said
for
that he
that.
has
You can-
experienced some
you can find
symptoms,
a whole
but his
bunch of
condition
other
had
doctors and
improved
shit
from
that-
Saturday to
that
Sunday.
explain it way
Cornhuskers
better.
last played on January 10th. Their scheduled
Well,
contest for the
this
moment
show
is set
actually
for
had
January
like Monsieur
30th
Costa
against Penn
on
State.
there, like that one Japanese guy that was
Mary
talking about
Portman.
there for a
Yeah,
while.
the
Like they have legit people on there.
Video calls and online classes.
Yo, the
internet
fucking
speeds matter more
DeviantArt
than ever.
users
With
calling other
GCI's
people
no worries
retarded.
Internet, get
I got
endless
into
data to power all your
another
devices
podcast.
without
That's
the
pretty
hassle
sad.
of
They have
slow,
a bunch of
so-called
magicians
unlimited data.
What?
Plus, get
and
1
like
month
occultists
free.
and
Sign up
Freemasons
online
on.
today.
All they do is talk about like
Support your local
symbolism. It's
farmers
basically
and
like
communities while filling your
psychology.
freezer and saving
even
big
have a
with
point.
Mad Valley Meats and
Good
Butcher
morning,
Block
Jack.
Number 9's local beef and pork sale. Alaskan
I'm on.
grown,
No, he doesn't
gluten-free,
sound like his avatar. He sounds like Chris Chan.
Black
Panda
Angus
Games
beef.
underscore
Sides are $4.89 per pound, and Alaska grown
think so?
hogs whole for $3.29 per
Can't catch
pound. or house for $3.59 per pound.
He's not denying it, so...
Streaming, I'm gonna
I
say.
mean, he hasn't denied that he sounds like Chris Chan yet.
Oh, God.
Dude, you don't want to fuck with him. He's the
Better
mayor of
yet, I'll
Clinton.
fight you.
357-9215.
That'll probably be amazing.
You'll get fucking banned on Twitch.
Oh yeah.
Fuck you,
Children.
you fucking donkey.
Damn, that's fucking nuts coming
just
from
an
an avatar
avatar.
that posts
Hold on,
sex
no.
avatars and goes on
He does
DC
a cult.
and posts
Yeah,
shit.
he does a
That's
cult, but
gross.
it's midnight, not midnight.
You were lagging, what was that?
Coast to
Fuck
coast.
you. He's got me with that shitty fucking model before.
Yeah.
There's
another one called Glitch Model.
This
Very similar type shit.
Just clone it.
I checked out Midnight in the Desert, but after that comment,
Yeah,
all died.
I'll let you in the secret. It has a massive collider on it, so if there's any portal in the world, you will
I'll
go
look
through
him
it.
up. I'm sure some of their old
Oh, yeah.
The land.
Oh yeah, no, our
Charged nano particle of
And then
unobtainium.
for some
Him and
reason,
Lawrence
he has
Warren
to
were
go
the
back into my
pioneers.
home, so I had to
Outrageous
restart
city
it
in the
because
world.
faggoty as
Yeah,
hell.
seriously,
if I
son,
equip it, I won't be able to
Really
consider
pathetic.
sex and secrets. Not so
I
humble
mean,
home
God, that's
you talk about
embarrassing.
some far out shit.
My name is
You know,
George.
That's the kind of
obviously some
posts
of
you
it's
make when you haven't
entertainment.
had a good conversation with your parents.
Sometimes you
Doesn't
learn
have
some
that
stuff.
old story
Yeah,
for
we're
radio.
gonna
Join the world.
Hope things are well so
Yeah.
far in your corner of the universe.
Fucking
2021 has started
I
off right
actually
where
have to
2020
learn
left off. Kind of
some
bumpy,
quantum mechanics.
to put it mildly,
for-
but
in a couple
here
weeks
at least we
to
can take our
research
minds off the
stuff
turmoil
about
for a few
batteries.
hours.
Apparently we're making
Tonight we have an
Damn.
excellent
class
program
and
lined
all
for you.
quantum
You've been reading
class
about this
and, like,
strange object
the ramifications
spotted
of the
in
idea
space
of
back in
using glass to
2017.
store batteries and call it
Oumuamua is the name that was
quantum
given, and
means that
scientists
it's a
decided
lot
to
more
write it off as an
sophisticated.
interesting but
Yeah,
not
no, they are
exceptional
solid
piece
states.
of
It's the
space
fact that
rock.
they're
That
saying
is
they
until
used
a
their
Harvard
quantum
astronomer
based,
and
and
some
like, what do you
colleagues
mean
detected
quantum
problems with
battery?
that explanation.
Are we
They
pulling
think
power
it's an
from
anomaly.
another
It could be
reality?
an
Like, what the fuck?
extraterrestrial
Right?
probe sent from another solar system.
We're using quantum
First
energy.
interstellar object ever detected.
I mean, I understand we can
fucking
harness
test
quantum
your
energy,
purpose
but
to
the
get
fact
our
that we
attention.
can use it in
Dr.
a
Avi
stored
Loeb
battery
has
is
taken on a
crazy.
lot of grief over this hypothesis, but he's doubled
The world
down on
goes
it, and he
around
joins
seven.
us tonight in the second half. I'm pretty jazzed about
No,
that.
that
But
would
first,
imply that there's multiple
there
worlds
is a
going
stirring
because
and
that's what we
provocative new
understand with
series
quantum
on Netflix.
mechanics.
Have you seen it yet? It's one of the most popular programs on Netflix. It's called Surviving Death. A six-part documentary series looking for evidence.
They have literally thrown rapping
telling stories of kids with memories of past
with
lives,
different
also
battery
looking at ghost hunters, mediums who say that they're able to connect with the everyone. Leslie Kane is a journalist, author of the
I
book
think I've
we
seen some
profiled
of the
here on this
improved
program a
lithium
few
ions.
years
The
ago.
most, yeah, I was
Same
going to say
title,
the most
Surviving Death,
impressive
and it
lithium
really
battery
did
I've
a
ever
great
seen
job
has a
of
terrible
synthesizing
charge,
the
but the
case
fact
for
that it doesn't
human
explode under
consciousness
exposure
surviving
to air is
physical death.
amazing. It's
Leslie is
ceramic.
part of the team that
Lithium's
created
ceramic.
the Netflix series. She will join us
Yeah, I've
momentarily.
That is the
in
most
first
impressive.
hour.
Improved
We're also
lithiums,
speaking with
but,
Ricky Stern, a producer and director of the Surviving
still
Death
though,
series.
I'm
We'll
still
dig
waiting
into
for the
these
solid
My
state
phone
batteries.
battery
people
dies at
behind
night.
this hit series.
Fair
Tell us
enough.
the stuff.
I'm debating whether or not to
Ceramic
charge
is
my
kind of crazy
together
because
a
you
usual
can still
source of
push a
items,
charge at the
commodities,
same voltage.
pulled from
even if
media
you cut
around
it
the
to
world.
pieces.
We call it Naps News, and you can find it on the Coast to Coast AM website. Some of the stories
Yeah,
we
no,
present
lithium
tonight
ceramic
are
is
directly
real. I've
related
seen
to our
it,
subject
and they
matter
do
this
sell
evening.
it. It's just
Normally,
not
I'd
used
list
very
a few of
often
them
because
and
of
go
the
over
low
some of the
not
details,
the
but I'm
amperage, but the
going to let you
milliamps it
explore
has.
them on your own because
It doesn't
we only
store a
have
lot.
Ricky Stern for this first hour, so I want to get to it. I'll just say one of these stories, though, is a news report we did this past week about the UAP task force that's working on
Hey, Jamie.
with Congress.
I made
covering
past
what
Lemon
the
is here.
Pentagon
Oh,
has
there
in
he
its
is.
vaults and piles
Hey, Jimmy.
regarding UFO evidence and
Blue
cases. And
face
while you're
Jake.
there checking out Naps News, please click the
Sabbath.
link that tells you how to become a Coast
know what I mean?
Insider.
I'm very
The cost
tired
is
and
pennies a
itchy.
day. If you
Sabbath.
subscribe for a year, gives you access to a huge archive
How
of
you doing?
programs and interviews,
Jack, did you say
including
Nami?
the Art Bell Vault.
I make some
Time you want,
pants?
as often as you
No.
want, and it's a great deal. Ditto for
Great.
George Norrie's
I thought you said
television
Nami.
program, Beyond Belief,
chest
which
hurts
dives
right
into
now.
many of the guests
Oh,
and topics
no.
we explore here on
Yeah,
the radio.
I've seen Beyond Belief.
Coke
It's a pretty good one, too.
Always
What does
jam-packed.
Coke Man do?
Hey.
Dude,
Did you look at
you're
Conqueror's
laughing.
Blade? Did you look at Conqueror's Blade? Did you look at Conqueror's Blade?
Oh,
I installed it. I didn't look at it though.
Oh, you haven't played it? Oh my god.
Slide your bod into
I haven't played it yet. I haven't played it yet.
Play it. Plush bunny slippers. Pop yourself down.
Play it.
Okay. Turn down the lights.
I almost laughed myself into a fucking coma.
Yeah. Surviving Death with Leslie Kane, Ricky Stern, and George Knapp. This is Coast to Coast AM.
Hold on, so your animation just twitches uncontrollably? I love it.
No worries.
Masks are the new normal, and Easy Flow, they found a way to make them better. Easy Flow is the device you attach to your mask that pushes fresh filtered air directly into your mask, and Easy Flow has been tested by FDA approved to filter 99.7% of virus and bacterial particles, including COVID-19. Head to easyflowusa.com, save $10 with promo code George. EasyFlowUSA.com, promo code George. Fresh air anywhere. If you're tired of the old media spin, go to Newsmax TV. It's real news for real people.
I can already see where you looped it at.
Rudy
Where they looped the
Giuliani, Michelle
animation.
Malkin, Diamond and Silk, Mike Huckabee, Greg Kelly, and more.
Look.
And it's on all the major cable
Right
systems.
here.
So get it on Roku, YouTube, Apple TV, Xumo, Pluto, and more.
Okay. Where are you
And
looking
get the
at?
free Newsmax TV
Yeah,
app on your
so-
smartphone. It's great.
At the end
Start
of his
watching
arms,
today.
you can see
Watch
where the
Newsmax
animation kind of
TV.
looped.
It's your best source for real
It
news.
kind of stutters a
I
little
watch
bit.
it. I love it.
And I know you're going to want some after hearing this. This is an amazing story.
We've got Stephen and Malachi Gregory in Nelson, New Zealand.
I understand that Malachi, who's 8, almost 9 years old now, was
Yeah, my friends
suffering
are
with
too low to tell.
not just 1 or 2 warts, but I mean a significant outbreak of warts all over his body. So significant it impacted his ability to really function.
Is this an
And
advertisement?
so at
It's
what
fucking
point
gross.
did you see
Yeah, it's
that
an
there was
advertisement.
actually improvement? It was really going to work.
Well, look, we really started to notice it around 12
I
weeks.
can't
ago.
English today.
You can
Gotta
see
sell their
these
merch.
things actually getting smaller and smaller, and then going down to where just little red marks. The whole things are gone, and it's just been miraculous to see him get into a pair of shoes.
Yes. How wonderful.
It's great to see him so happy and
Yes.
confident. Our friends that have seen it, they're just blown away.
This is awesome.
Yeah, this is awesome.
I think it's like, yeah, and also says need on the patch on the back.
Looking in the VRChat
Oh,
DLL.
Oh shit.
Then why are you outside your house?
Straight up. I hope it's not obfuscated, because if it's
I'm
obfuscated, I'm
technically
fucked.
outside in the virtual world.
But if VRChat seems retarded, then I'm all good.
Well, they seem pretty retarded, so.
Gotta keep away
If you
from
accept
that.
the view of mainstream
No way.
scientists, no one gets out of here alive.
why I wear a
Our
mask.
bodies wear out, we die. And that's it.
Since they revised
Dust
that
to
for
dust.
VRChat.
The idea of a soul or a consciousness
Damn,
or some
Jamie's
part
taking
of
a
us living
while.
on after physical death has mostly been left to religions,
Gotta wait
philosophers,
for
ghost
Doc
hunters,
to
and the
go.
like,
I think you're right
mediums.
about
But there are
ADHD.
scattered pockets of academics who've been interested
The only
in this
reason
and
I
been
say that
quietly
is because
working
I
on it.
have it.
Back in
Just saying.
2017,
He does
journalist
the same
Leslie
thing.
Kean took a deep dive into the subject in search of evidence and experts and compelling narratives. Her book, Surviving Death, inspired a 6-part docu-series now on Netflix. Leslie is an
This
independent
narrative is very
investigative
compelling.
journalist, one whose work should be well known because a 2010 book, UFOs, Generals, Pilots, and Government Officials, is considered a landmark in the field. She is also one of 3 journalists responsible for the blockbuster New York Times report back in December 2017 about the Pentagon's then secret
I'm gonna give you my
UFO
best
study.
evidence.
That initial piece,
from what I've
along with
read so
follow-ups,
far for
came
AIM.
from
I'm gonna try and
UFO
piss
subject
people off
Leslie
on kind of
Leslie
mentioning as
Leslie
well.
on the Netflix series is a veteran
Make
producer.
it only available for
Ricky
people that
Stern,
use
Hold on,
SDK3.
hold on.
Not
Ricky
gonna afford
Stern,
SDK3.
directed 3 other
Make
highly
it
regarded
VRChat.
documentaries.
And then
Amazing.
watch, like,
Double came on
SDK3
horseback.
breakdown and you
Well,
have
how
to
is
use
Queen? And welcome back to
SDK2. Thank you.
No, I'll make it so it won't support SDK2 at the time.
She's immortal.
If you want to be able to acclimate to it, it has to be SDK3.
From public
The space-time continuum.
You just to piss people off.
Well, we've had amazing.
That's like Eddie Murphy.
There's
only
94 days old.
Betty White is
older.
Betty White's older.
What?
Holy shit.
This competition.
What?
It's been
Good.
incredibly rewarding.
What?
And
Yeah.
I think
That's
Les
crazy.
will
What the
fuck? Receive maybe
This only proves my point even more.
Emails
there he is. Straight up Rita.
Prince Philip is
Straight up
99
read
years
full
old.
thing code.
Jesus
my God.
Oh shit, they got. God
This
damn.
must be fucking nice.
Let's find the right one.
Adrenochrome.
You know, I told you we had an earlier conversation, and I told you that I was
I'm
trying to
joking.
figure out how are they going to
Adrenochrome
visualize this. You know, it's a pretty. You don't